Okay, in this video, Hermson teaches you how to add square roots. It's totally different than multiplying. You're not going to go 1, 2, 3. What you're going to do on an adding problem with square roots is make this table. And on the first half, you're going to put 5 with its square root of 20, and then 5 with its square root 45. Now, what you want is for the, just go with the flow here, okay? So 20. Square root of 20 on the list? Nope. So I divide 20 by 16. Nope. Nope. Got it. Okay. So what I do is I drop the 5, write 2 square roots, and I put the 4 and the 5. Because 20 is 4 times 5. Okay, square root of 4 has an equal of 2. And then I take 2 times 5. That's 10 with a square root of 5. Okay, circle that, okay. Now I drop the 5 down, or no, not yet. I need to see if that is 45 in here. Nope. So I divide 45 by 36. Nope. 45 by 25. Nope. 45 by 16. Nope. 45 by 9. Yup. Okay. So I drop the 5 times, and I write 9 and 5 in those square roots. Get rid of that, and that's 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. Now I want you to look at those two things. What do they have in common? What's the same? The square root of 5. So you write square root of 5 here, and you add the outsides. 10 plus 15 is 25. You plus those, okay? You don't plus the numbers in the square roots. A lot of people will put that as 10, okay, or 25. Once you get them the same, you want to leave it. They're like terms now, okay? So I put like terms. It means I can put what they have alike and add those two. Okay, next problem. Plus, so I have 3 with its square root of 8 and 9 with its square root of 50. So square root of 8. 8's not on here. So the only thing I could divide it by would be 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I drop the 3 times 2 square roots, and I put 4, 2. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6 with a square root of 2. Okay, I drop the 9. No, I don't drop it. Sorry, I need to divide first. 50. Nope. Nope. Got it, okay. So I've dropped the 9 and 2 square roots, and I put 25 and 2. Replace that with its equal, which is 5, and 5 times 9 is 45, with the square root of 2. Okay, what do these have? What do they have in common? They have a square root of 2 in common, so I write square root of 2, and those become like terms. I add 6 plus 45. That's 51. So I just put 51 inside of it. Okay, next one. 2 square root 12 and 3 square root 27. Okay, let's check out 12. Is that a square root on here? Nope. So try to divide it by 9. And try to divide it by 4. Okay. So I will be dropping the 2. You always drop that front multiplier down, and then 4, 3. Okay. That has an equal, and it's 2. So I take 2 times 2, that's 4 square root 3. Okay, 27. 25 didn't work. 16 didn't work. Okay, that worked. So I dropped the 3, and I put 9 and 3. Replace that with its equal of 3. And 3 times 3 would be 9, and we put square root of 3 with it. Now, what do these have in common? The square root of 3. So that allows me to add the outsides. 4 plus 9 is 13. And I put 13, but I just keep the square root of 3 on it because that's what they both had. It's totally different than the multiplication. Okay, plus. So I have 8 square root 5, 7 square root 20. Is the square root of 5 on here? No, it's between these two. So I take 5 divided by 4, which does not work. It's a decimal. So I'm out of numbers because I go up all the time. There's nowhere to go, so circle it. 20. 20 divided by 6. It's not on here. Square root of 20 is not. So I start dividing by 16. Decimal. And 4. Okay, got some. So I drop 7 times square root times square root. So I divide this by 4. I got 5. The square root of 4 is equal to 2. So 2 times 7 is 14 with a square root of 5. Okay, so these have something in common, the 8 and the 14. What is behind both of them? Oh, the square root of 5. So what that allows me to do is add 8 plus 14, and that's 22. So put a 22 in front of it. Also think of it like this. If you have 8 square root of 5, that's like having 8 of these square roots of 5. Don't write this, just watch. So there's 8 of them, and if I wrote 14 more of them, that would make 22 of them. Okay. Next. This one's going to be an easy one. So the square root of 5 is not on here, and we know 5 isn't divisible by 4, so we circle it. And like that, but these have in common the square root of 5, okay? So now I can add the outsides. 3 plus 6 is 9. The whole point of the table is to try to get a common square root. So that's 9. Okay, it's like when you're adding, okay, there's square root of 5, square root of 5, there's 3 of them. And then if I make 6 more of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 square roots of 5. Okay. All right, next one. So 9 square root 32 and 5 square root 8. 32. Is the square root of 32 on here? No, it's not. So I try to divide it by between these two. So 25. Always start at the lower number, because you won't be able to divide by the higher number ever. 32. And the number is small. You can't divide by numbers bigger than it. It's not divisible. Okay. 32 divided by 16. So I got it. So I dropped 9. And I put 16 and 2. Okay, square root of 16 is 4. And I take 4 times 9, 36 with square root of 2. Okay, square root of 8. Well, 8's between here, so I'd start dividing at 4. Got it, okay. It divides, so I put 5. So I put the number I divided by, the number from the list, and then the answer I got. Okay. This has an equal of 2, okay? And that's 10 square root 2. Okay, so square root of 2 is the common guy, and 36 of them plus 10 of them would give me 46 of them. Okay, next. Okay, square root of 6. Start dividing because it's not on here. 6 divided by 4, though, is not divisible. It's a decimal. So we'll just circle that. 24, is that square root on here? Nope. 24 divided by 16, nope. 24 divided by 9, nope. 24 divided by 4, got it. Okay, so I drop my 3, and I put 4, the number from the list, 4, and the result, 6. The square root of 4 equals 2. And that'll be 6 square root 6. It's kind of like if I have 8 apples plus 6 apples, that's 14 apples. So 14, but instead of apples, it's 14 square roots of 6. Okay, and then my next one. 6 square root 18, 9 square root 50. So I just drop again. So 18, square root of 18, is that on here? Nope. Decimal, got something, okay? So I drop my 6, 9, and 2. So I scribble that out, I put 3, and that's 18 square roots of 2. Okay, square root of 50, you got to break that down, okay? So square root of 50 is not on here, so 50 divided by 49. Nope. 50 by 36, nope. 50 by 25, yeah. Okay, so I dropped the 9, and I put the number I divided by and the answer I got, so 25 and 2. So the square root of 25 is 5. 5 times 9 is 45, square root 2. Okay, so what do these have in 18? It's like 18 apples plus 45 apples, okay, because it's the same square root. Well, 18 plus 45 equals 63, but instead of apples, you just put square root of 2 next to it. Okay, guys, that's all I have to say on that. I hope it's been informative, and yet I gave you 6 problems to do.